Yeah, so I think what was happening is you wanted to move this front edge back about an 8
altogether,
to miss something in there. And so
see the hits.
Right now we're just barely hitting that plastic. And so we want to go back an 8 there.
What do you think? Maybe 3/8?
Maybe 3/8? Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Whatever we go back that way, I need to bring this back.
I don't know if you can measure these doors before we cut it and then we wear it the same. Because I think I cut the whole thing, but I forgot how much. If you look this part right there, I cut it to don't hit it right there.
Right. And what I'd like to do as much as possible is to close that gap in there. And so right now, but to be honest, Hugo, that's about as far as we can go because we're going to be really tight right here.
Yeah.
I got you. Let's see. And you've got it nice and even.
Yeah.
So based on what we have here, that's about the smallest gap that we can have, which I don't think is a deal killer by any stretch.
Yeah.
And so if we keep that, if I modify this, measure what you've cut off here, and then I'm going to move this back line the same amount that, so if we're going 3/8 here, then I'm going to take the back line of this door over 3/8. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. What I'll do is I'm going to do this rear door. I'm going to come all the way down and over. We'll custom cut that back there. And then these front two bins, I'll move those over 3/8 of an inch. I'll have to mess with this a little bit up here to kind of match that as we come back. And then I'll have to measure this front door from our front edge to back here. What I'll do is recreate what we have here exactly, but then move this back line 3/8 of an inch that way. Okay. I'll get the CAD work done. We'll get them cut, get them bent, get them back down here, and then we can do our test fitting and hopefully be good on this side. All right, guys, so we've cut the next iteration of the doors. We're really hoping that this is about the last set that we're gonna have to do for this side. We're gonna have to replicate that on the other side. But what we're doing right now is making just some final custom pieces up here at the top that Hugo's got trimmed down. And so that's just gonna fill in this gap really pretty nicely right here. It's also gonna meet up with this edge trim that we have in here. So we're gonna tack weld that all the way here, get it flushed in like it was a part of the door originally. We got a little bit of trim to cut down here. Hugo, do you have any snips? And we'll just go ahead and cut that guy. Go ahead and get that back on there. And so that's going to be the front door. So now, Hugo, I guess we got to take this off.
Yes.
Do you want to leave these mounted and we'll go ahead and tack those in place? Same thing with this? Or do we need to leave it?
We can do that later until we finish the other side.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Right now, we just take these right here off.
Okay. Do you have a 3/8 drive?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
Got it?
Yes. Do you want me to close these gaps or no?
Yeah, I think so. I think we can go and weld up all the gaps and that sort of stuff. we'll do the back. So I think on the back, all we have left to do
Yeah,
is
fill it out those gaps.
fill up the seams. And then do you want to try to do that part? Well, I was wondering if we got you a 1 inch by, let's say 20 inch piece. I know it's not going to be that long.
Yeah.
Would you be able to tack
Yeah.
and bend it by hand?
Yeah.
To do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just need like a 1 by 20.
So
we need one that's 20. I'll do one that's 32.
Okay.
So one that's 20 and one that's 32. We'll do a couple of those just so we have them.
Yeah.
For the rest of this.
Yeah.
And then that'll fill out our wheel wells, and then we can kind of start moving back that way on the unit. All right, guys, we are going to finish up the doors here. Pretty much all we have left to do is to weld and grind the seam or the seams on these doors. We need to weld and grind where the brackets are. We want to get rid of these, the hardware, the heads of the hardware on there. And then we're going to use some edge trim. Ugo and I right now are just going to make sure that everything fits the way that we like it, that we like the look and that sort of stuff. So we'll do that, and then we'll get it up to powder to go with a high gloss black. That way it's nice and easy to wrap for the guys that are going to be doing that. All right, guys, so we're getting this unit buttoned up to head off to the wrap shop. As you can see, the doors we've been working on, we've got them in powder coat black. This is gonna keep them from any sort of rust or anything like that. We are gonna do a wrap. I know it looks a little different with the blue and the black, and it's gonna be all a couple of colors, I would say, but it'll all match and be uniform. So we're ready on the doors. We've got a little bit to tidy up here at the back. We've got the bedside that we're currently doing, and you guys would have seen me talk about a tailgate, and we've moved away from the idea of a tailgate so that we can add more seating here to the back. This will be a pretty neat piece. We don't have it all bolted in here. I'll see if I can do this without breaking my neck. But essentially, we wanted to add 2 to 3 spots with a little bit of lean here at the back so that we can carry people. I know Spencer Boyd and his team in the Craftsman Truck Series are going to be using this unit for the purpose of carrying people, so we wanted to add some cargo space for them, if you will. Now, the next thing that you guys will probably be seeing is us sending this off to be wrapped, and that'll be an interesting time. We still have to design the wrap, get it put on the unit. We do have some other accessories like Fortress air bars. We're going to do one of our mass production roofs and windshields that are very popular in the industry, and so stay tuned to watch all that happen.